One. I think we're live. We're live, everyone. Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful, what is it? September 9th?
Yeah, it's Monday. Happy Monday, everyone.
Is it?
What's up, yo?
Yep, we are. Alright, we are back again with, Mr. Gagnon and Mr. Real Texan Politics.
Hello. I'm only going to be here for about 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes, so.
Late. It's always late with chat. Listen, whatever. There's a lot to get to today, guys. We have to talk about the stuff in Springfield, Ohio. We got to talk about the cats and dogs. I just can't believe this is real. You can't make this
up. The geese, dude, the geese. We need to save the geese. Vote Trump to save the geese.
Now, before we continue with today's stream, I hope you enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts, the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Like Tyrone usually said, just join the channel for $1 a month, folks. Just $1 a month to support the daily content. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to support the channel even further, the best way is to send super chats via the chat. Again, I'll read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chat's the best way to get your questions answered. And already we got a couple super chats. Let's see here. A glitch Eevee for 2. Rip James Earl Jones. The force was strong with you. Yep. That's the chat for James Earl Jones. Yeah, that's sad. F's in chat.
Very unfortunate.
F's in chat.
Yeah. I Am Moon has joined the channel. Welcome so much, good sir. A glitch Eevee for 2. Jill Stein, yes, no. What?
I don't know.
Sophia Latkiss for 2. Did you see a dead woman donated to Sherrod Brown? You know, when I look at donations, you gotta be careful because you don't know if that's before she died or, you know, you don't know. So, I don't look into that stuff that much.
Actually, oh wait, I think I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it.
Thank you. American Nerd for 10. On my way to work earlier, I saw a yard sign that read Alabama for hair/walls. I thought it was weird because even though I'm near Mobile, I live in Baldwin County, which went to Trump by 76%. Yeah, but you're gonna find a hair sign once in a while.
Dude, I see Trump signs in like the inner city in the north side of Milwaukee.
I have yet to see a hair sign, if I'm being honest, though.
I have not seen one at all.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I know signs don't mean everything, but at some point it's like, okay, it's been a month and a half at this point, and you're telling me that no one has signs up yet? Maybe once in a great while.
We basically own the cats issue now.
The what?
We basically own the cats issue now.
Yeah, the crazy cat ladies. Listen, if you're a dog and cat owner, graphic warning advised. Listen, I think before we get into the house prediction, we gotta talk about the chaos in Springfield, Ohio, because we
gotta save the geese too. Those geese.
Yeah,
I feel
this
bad for those
bad.
geese.
For those that don't know, and I alluded to this earlier in the video I released today, it's Springfield, Ohio, and I forgot where it's I think by Cincinnati, is it?
It's like right next door to Dayton.
Okay. So it's around the Dayton area, and for those that don't know, the city of Springfield has gone to shit the past, what was it, 4 years, they said?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Tyrone, we're talking about Ohio.
Hold on. American Nerd for 5. James Earl Jones died today. I thought he would live until 100. May he rest in peace. Yeah, it's sad. A glitch Eevee for 5. The Jill Party of Nevada filled Jill Stein as a referendum instead of a presidential candidate. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's what I was going to talk about. Did you see I think there was a poll that Red Eagle had talked about showing Jill Stein basically winning with Muslims.
Yeah, she's gonna win the Muslim vote.
Did you guys see that one X post last night where it was the Anschluss ballot option, but instead of annexation, it said Jill Stein?
Yeah, I saw that.
A lot of voters.
Our Dog Show for 5. Question of Real Texas. States poll has Texas tilting back to Trump. Thoughts, and what do you think the final margin will be in the states?
I think Trump wins by like 7 or 8.
I agree with that.
Trump wins by
9 probably.
Okay, we have to talk about...
Dependent on how well Trump does with Hispanics, he's winning Texas at bare minimum.
That's
of
the thing,
8.
though.
Like, I would say he can win. If he is going to win Hispanics outright, which I think so, he's going to win by at least 10 to 11.
Alex Maddox for 2. Rip to the great James Earl Jones. So sad. Yeah, he was in a lot of... Everyone knows for Vader, obviously, but he was in...
he was also in Mufasa, and he was also
was he in Sandlot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it was Field of Dreams.
I forget. He's in a bunch of things. But yeah, so a lot of
It was
chat.
also Doom and Conan the Barbarian.
All right, I think we gotta get into Springfield stuff because this is bad. This whole situation. Listen, I don't care who you are. What's happening in Springfield, Ohio is a freaking joke.
Wow, I didn't know that. You're telling me now.
But okay, for those that don't know, what's a population of the city like 60,000? Like
and then they brought in 20,000.
Yeah, they brought in 20,000 people from Haiti. They just dumped them in like 2 years into the city.
I understand what the Biden administration is going for with the whole ethnic displacement thing, and like because they hate white people. But could you be any fucking stupider than to do it on an election year?
But not only
like
that,
Obama waited.
They've been doing it for years.
Yeah,
Obama waited to do it until after his re-election campaigns with Minnesotan Somalis.
But yeah, so
and Maine Somalis.
It's not just it's just a couple immigrants. That's not the problem. Like if it's immigrants, that's one thing. But these people are freaking eating dogs, eating cats. They're freaking like
ducks.
Yeah, ducks are like they're beheading people and stuff. Like what the fuck's going on here? And there's 20,000 of them.
I'm not in fact gone, but yeah, no, Haiti is. I don't know why the fuck that they're inviting the Haitians here. I mean, I know why, but like, come on, during an election, like, yeah, they're evil, but now they're just proving themselves to be fucking stupid at what they're doing.
And you look more into this situation, it's very sketchy. It's like you got business, and by the way, this is a big scandal, by the way, the whole like the job stuff. Did you guys hear about this? So what happened was, okay, you know how they have all these job openings? Like the government claims every quarter there's hundreds of millions of job openings. You know that, right? You know how they claim that every cycle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, the businesses in Springfield, Ohio, they did have job openings, but they made a backroom deal with God knows who to reserve these job openings for illegal immigrants, for the Haiti immigrants. Not for the American citizen. For illegal immigrants, they made a backroom deal with some organization to reserve these job openings. So it's the idea that, there's so many jobs out there. No, there's not. Because now you have businesses complicit in, oh yeah, we're just gonna make a deal with God knows what organization. And yeah, it's a mess. And it's not a joke, by the way. That's actually happening. This is in Ohio. But like Real Texan was saying, I think Brown won the Senate race now. Like
not Brown.
You mean Moreno?
Excuse me.
Yeah, I think it's the final push that Moreno
needed. Because now it's like Brown has to either defend this, which if he defends that, he's just he's just done. But if he like pretends it doesn't happen, it didn't happen, or it doesn't exist, well, he's screwed also. He's in a lose-lose situation no matter what. It's a complete mess.
I'm going to join on my phone. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. But yeah, so the whole stuff in Springfield, Ohio, I really hope that this wakes up the normies to the idea of what's going on here. Like, not, all immigration's good. Is this good, what's happening here? And the excuse is, well, the line in the chart goes up. I literally saw that today. Who cares? Who cares if the GDP of Springfield goes up 0.1%? If you have dogs getting dogs and cats being eaten, go on, Tyrone.
I would actually like to point something out to kind of prove my hypothesis that this is actually the breaking point, and people are I'm starting to believe that this is going to be the thing that convinces people maybe legal immigration is also bad, because one of the Daily Wire, I don't know if y'all saw, but one of the Daily Wire hosts, Matt Walsh, he outright said, is it really, like he said, is legal immigration good if it's destroying communities?
And this is the thing.
And I would like to remind people, Matt Walsh has always been more of a libertarian on a lot of issues. He's always just kind of been like the edgy libertarian type, not like an actual proper right-wing type person. I mean, he definitely has been on social issues, sans like my immigration. But now, if he, of all people, is starting to comment on maybe we should cut back on or shut down legal immigration, that's starting to make me think maybe it's time.
The normies they're finally realizing, okay, this is
but like to an extent, I saw that I forgot who tracks it, but there's this one polling firm that like tracks how the public sees the immigration issue.
Gallup.
Like,
I know what you're talking about. It's Gallup.
Yeah, it's Gallup, and they have like as of now, 58% of Americans want less immigration, which is still it's still lagging quite a bit behind every other Western country, because most other Western countries like 70%. Like in Canada, it's like 70%
and it's not just
want
illegal
less
immigration. We're talking about legal. It's like 60% now, and that's before this situation. You know?
Yeah.
So
even the majority of Hispanics, by the way.
that's what people don't understand. These Hispanic voters, they understand that, oh yeah, if you import a bunch of other people, they're going to take their jobs. I mean, just because they're Hispanic doesn't mean they support it. Well, that's a Democrat theory. They just say, oh, if you're Hispanic, you have to support amnesty. Not really. But all right, American Nerd for 5, Rap. I saw a tweet earlier today that tried to defend the Haitians by saying they're not eating the cats, they're just practicing voodoo. What a joke. That's even worse! That's somehow even worse! But how can you defend that? Your arguments are they're doing voodoo instead?
You gotta respect the cultures.
No, they're not doing voodoo, dude. They're doing
them.
literal black magic.
Yeah.
Oh, but their food is so yummy.
I don't know. But all right, so yeah, the stuff in Ohio is a joke, and it's getting worse. Now you have a bunch of citizens, like, they're openly saying, what the hell is the government doing? You have the city council, they're ignoring it. They're just saying, no questions. No, we're gonna ignore everything you're saying. What a joke. And the worst part is, how many other communities did this happen to that we don't know about? I'm being dead serious. How many other communities got a bunch of immigrants from some country like Haiti imported to their city? Anyone know?
No.
Probably a bunch. Like, it can't just be this one town in Ohio. I think this one just made headlines because of the amount that...
The absurd...
I believe I saw a video of, I think it was somewhere in California, there was this woman who recorded a guy, like, catching a seagull, and he was, like, taking the seagull home. So, like, I don't know what these people are that they're bringing in, but, like, they just, like, catching these wild birds. Like, it doesn't matter what they are, they'll just catch them, you know? That's what... And I think that one was in California. But, I guess it just depends, but I think this Ohio one's more noticeable just because of, like, how small the population was and how big of a population of them they took in.
Oh, I just realized what that super chat meant. I fell for it.
Oh.
Chad, don't do that. Political predictions for 2. Shut up, Rap. You said the no word. Okay, Chad, that's ridiculous. Don't do that. Like, you didn't have to... I didn't actually say that. That's ridiculous, guys. Come on. Like, that's... No. No super chats like that. I hate when people do that.
Just return it if you think it's something like that.
What?
Isn't that, like, a feature? Can't you just return it if, like... just not read it?
I don't know. Alright, anyways. I watched back at it, and, yeah, it's not as bad. I thought it was worse, but no, I luckily caught myself halfway, so we're fine. Anyways, I think it's time we get to the actual house prediction. You guys agree with that?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What should we start? Okay. I think Republicans are starting at 202 and Democrats at 186. So Republicans just got to win like 16 House seats, and they got the majority. If they screw this up, I swear, if they actually if the Republican Party screws this up, oh man. American Nerd for
Guys,
2.
I was reliably informed that Derek Van Orden is losing because he made fun of some people on Twitter. So it's over.
American Nerd for 2. It's time to go full Monroe Doctrine on Haiti. Political predictions for 2. Rap hates people who are... no, don't. No, I freaking don't. Gustavo G for 2. 43 states are trending right, but 7 swing states won't. Yeah, that's real. That's the realest that I've heard all day. Oh yes, every state's trending Democrat except the swing state or Republican.
Except Arizona for some reason. Arizona's randomly. Yeah.
All right. Let's start with Alaska because this race is getting a lot closer than it was. Yeah, Alaska. So the state.
Lean D. Still lean D.
What do you
Probably
say?
likely by probability.
I say lean D for now. I still think Alto's got it right now.
So the good news is, for those that don't know, I believe Bigich, he got endorsed by everyone else, right? Then Delson.
Yeah, Belgich got endorsed by his primary opponents.
Yeah,
Yes.
Peltola literally got the NRA endorsement.
That's
like,
the
that's pretty
freaking
big.
NRA's a joke. But all right, I agree it's going to be lean Democrat, though it's going to be a lot closer than I think it should be, in all likelihood. But if Republicans pull it off, I wouldn't be surprised. It's not one of the races where it's like, safe Democrat. I think it's, it leans Democrat, but nothing crazy. All right, Alaska's kind of that's kind of an easy one. Now we get to the state that actually kind of matters, Arizona. So we got Arizona 1st, which is Schweikert's seat, and Arizona 6th, which is, Siskamani. Excuse me.
What's up, Tubbs?
Hey, Tubbs joined.
They're both Republican holds.
So, okay. Yeah, this is the thing with Arizona, though. It's starting to get, like, kind of bizarre where Trump's actually doing better there now. But then it's trending Democrat still, but then it's not. What's going on in Arizona? What's being cooked in Arizona right now?
No, here's my theory. It's just all the polling organizations are trying to show that we're not really that partisan Democrats. See, we have Trump leading in Arizona. So my guess is Arizona's just consistently the Trump's strongest swing state. So they're just like, okay, we'll give Trump a narrow lead in it.
Yeah, but
and then
like
they
a
can
small one. So they can just say, we
Yeah,
want
and
to
then
try
they-
Arizona.
Yeah, and then they can be like, see, look, we're not super partisan. See, we have Trump winning one of the swing states. Take a look at this.
Tubbs, we can't hear you if you're trying to speak.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
All right. But yeah, I think both seats, I agree with Real Text there. I don't see how Republicans lose it. The only way I could see that happening is, Siskamani, I think's got it, especially with the border issue. Like, his district might be a bigger issue there, so it might help him. But as for Schweikert, 2022 is a year to take him down. And he won by what, 2 points or whatever? So it wasn't by a lot, but outside of a midterm, I think he should hold on in the presidential year, especially if he is actually winning Arizona by a couple points. He should be fine there. Unless something crazy occurs. I don't know.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Yep, we can.
Yes, we can.
My theory on Arizona is fairly simple. Pretty much every political predictor, analyst, whatever you want to say, predicts that Trump is going to improve in California, particularly Southern California. And even though you shouldn't extrapolate, states based off of regions on other states, if Trump is going to improve by a lot in SoCal, he's probably going to make some improvements in Arizona, even if
SoCal
county trends are horrible, and Tucson too. So that explains the phenomenon. It's the trends in that whole region, but that's counteracted by the fact that the AZGOP is very incompetent.
They're bad. I think they're getting better. Like, they're gonna be fine by they should be fine. But then you got Kerry. Well, I'm not gonna just blame this on Lake because it's a whole structural problem within the GOP. It's the one state where the primary electorate's super conservative, but then it's one of those states where it's like the general electorate's like super moderate. What other states has that? I mean, of the swing states, like a super conservative primary electorate, but a super moderate general one.
I don't think there is one. I mean, for the Democrats, maybe Michigan, but I don't really. No, for the Democrats, I don't even know.
For Republicans, there's no other ones. I can't, because at least with Wisconsin, it's basically the same. Same thing with Michigan, Pennsylvania, Ohio, even Florida and, Georgia and stuff. But here it's like Arizona, the problem is a McCain voter. But I do think at the end of the day, Republicans should hold on to both these seats unless something crazy occurs. Like, basically at this point, if Trump wins Arizona, they're both holding. They're not going to lose it.
I think Siskamani holds regardless. He is a little overrated, but he is popular in his district. I think he's going to do really well this time. Schweikert, I don't know. I think he barely holds on, but I wouldn't be surprised if Schweikert goes down.
I think it goes down to 2026.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's for sure.
He might just retire.
I don't know.
He may just retire after this. But all right, California. Now, this is the one state that we actually have some key races in. And we gotta start with John Duarte. What the hell is this guy doing? Duarte's one of those guys which we all know the Rich Barris memes. You guys remember that?
Oh god, no, who was the guy who was running against
David
him?
Giglio.
Yeah, and then it was like, yeah, I remember the Barris. Barris would always just be like every vote dump, he'd be like, Duarte's done. Duarte's done.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm good. Excuse me. I know Jillia. Excuse me. Like, I have nothing against Jillia or Barris, obviously, but
Yeah,
it's
Barris
like,
is good. I like.
but with Duarte's situation, like, I think he holds on right now. That's my take. It's one of those things where he cooked in the primary. What was it? He won by 10 points or something crazy like that. In like this, yeah, he won by like 10 points, and I know that's a primary and that's with Republican electorate. I get that, but primaries in California, they translate usually. But to be fair, it was before the switcheroo with Biden, so I guess it's possible that Harris is just doing better in California, maybe. But I think
it's super weird though, because Duarte is like the definition of moderate MAGA. He's kind of similar to Joe Lombardo. Like, he's super moderate, like his voting record's super moderate, but at the same time he's like super pro-Trump. It's like this weird kind of mix.
Wait, Duarte is? I thought he didn't. I mean, I didn't know that.
No,
his voting
he's
record
been
can be shit. That's immigration.
No, but he's
bad.
super.
Oh, he's horrible on
big.
immigration. Absolutely.
I know, but he's like super big on Trump. I know, like he was like even after the indictment.
He's like Carlos Jimenez.
Yeah, he's like Carlos Jimenez, kind of. Yeah.
Well, Jimenez at least could argue, well, he was like a never Trumper, then he actually turned pro-Republican. By the way, American Nerd for 2, is it Arizona GOP the worst state GOP now due to like, of the swing states, yeah, by a country mile. Michigan at least got their shit together somewhat. They still got.
I mean, the Georgia GOP used to be terrible like 3 years ago, and then the Georgia GOP was in tatters 3 years ago, with a lot of infighting. But then whatever you think, yeah, Kemp saved it. Whatever you think of it.
Yeah, I'm not, again, with Kemp, I have a love-hate relationship with the guy. Like, at times he can be a very good governor, but like his wife just says the dumbest things and it pisses off Trump. I don't get what she's doing half the time.
I don't think he's responsible for his wife's behavior, but
I know I'm not saying he is, but like she says dumb stuff and Kemp kind of just like he's put in the middle.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, he's not like based, but honestly, considering how, especially before 22, considering how shit Republican governors were historically, he's not that bad. I don't have a huge problem with him.
But all right, back to California. I'm gonna say Duarte is the favorite right now. I think his district, it was R+10 the primary, and he's going against Adam Gray again. Again, he could lose, but right now I think he's in a good situation. But now David Valadeo, on the other hand, this one's a bit tricky. What do you guys think about Valadeo? Because if one thing is he's a big overperformer, obviously, but hold on, who's he going against? Oh, he's going against the same guy again?
He's going against that Salas guy. I remember him from 22.
Yeah, so that may not be good for Dems, because we all know, like, if you run again, usually you lose. Now, there's some rare circumstances, that you can win, but especially against someone like Valadeo, who's well-liked, and he doesn't have to worry about the Trump stuff, because, quite frankly, Trump doesn't really say anything about him. I mean, has he ever even, like, talked about him before?
No, I don't think Valadeo has talked about Trump since like literally January 6th.
Yeah, probably.
I think he may have mentioned in an interview about like whether he'd vote for Trump or not, and he was kind of ambiguous on that, but nobody cares about that. He's not like.
People are saying that Valadeo is actually leading in a Democrat eternal. Really? If that's the case, he's got it at this point. Which I know.
Yeah, Valadeo is going to win. I think he's an electoral juggernaut. He's not as he's actually as good as Mike Garcia in many ways.
Yeah, Garcia's going to win again, I think.
Yeah,
I don't really care.
Let's stop pretending that by some miracle Mike Garcia is going to lose. He's going to hold on.
I don't remember in 2022 when everyone kept saying he was DOA, and then he would reply to their tweets with, "You need a pep talk." He did to Red Lion like 5 times.
He's so fucking good. He's one of my favorite congressmen.
He's the one that really started the whole ballot harvesting in California for the GOP. He's the one that figured that out.
He's a fucking genius, dude.
Listen, he's the one that was like
kind of won. He kind of won out of nowhere, I remember, in 2020. It was in that special. That was the one Cenk Uygur ran for.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, with Garcia, he came out of left field and then he figured out, oh, wait a minute. We can use ballot harvesting to our advantage. Just put it in front of churches, gun stores, conservative areas. Just do the same thing Democrats do. And you notice the second that he does that, Democrats throw a hissy fit. I mean, you can't make this up, but it works. That's how he wins. He knows how to play the game. He actually plays ball with Democrats, and that's why he's going to win again. Now, he's going against a different candidate this time, so that might make it a little bit closer. It's not, what was her name again? That he kept running against.
Christy Smith.
Yeah, Christy Smith.
Yeah, it's not her again, but...
Hey, y'all, I gotta go.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
We'll see you.
A glitch EV for 2. Yavid Harold be like, you win, then I win, repeat. Oh, we'll get the Harold in a second. But yeah, I think Garcia's gonna hold on. Young Kim, do I really gotta...
I think that's likely our Young Kim.
I sent you something in the chat to go over during the stream.
Yeah, I seen that.
Okay, see you.
All right, see ya, Real Texan. All right.
I think, Young Kim's borderline. In terms of probability, you could argue she's safe, but I don't want to be
she's
too
gonna win. She won by 14 points. How?
Yeah, those are some of those seats everyone says is always going to be super competitive, and then they just
wins
win.
by 14. Now we got a lazy jackass running in California 41st. Frickin' Ken Kelford, this clown.
Isn't that literally a Trump district, and he underperforms Trump when every other SoCal Republican outruns Trump by an ungodly amount.
To be fair, that district is left trending. It's one of the few really hard left trending districts in SoCal. So to be fair to him, it's more like a NorCal district politically than it is a SoCal district. It's actually got a very large white gay population. Palm Springs does, and also a lot of, obviously Hispanic too. But yeah.
Yeah, so I thought I bumped my mic and yeah, the setup guy messed up for a second. But yeah, I think Ken Kelvert's gonna hold on. But this freaking guy, what? He's like the laziest campaigner that I know. I remember back in 22, Mary Miller saying he warned me about him. This guy's doing nothing, just sitting there, and he barely won. When Young Kim won by 13, everyone else was winning by a lot. So I think Ken Kelford holds on, but if he loses that seat, if we somehow win with Scott Bauer, I'm going to lose my shit. Unbelievable. Is Tyrone still even here?
I think he is, but he's muted.
All right, Michelle Steele.
I'm making dinner.
Oh, sorry about that. Michelle Steele.
She's gonna win.
Yeah.
Same with her and Young Kim. It's everyone says they're gonna lose or get super close, and then they end up winning by 5 to 10.
Yeah, they win every cycle, and it may not be as much as 2022, obviously, but she's gonna hold on. She's going to hold on. She's been there for a while, and this area is shifting Republican a little bit. So, I do think Michelle Steele will hold off. Who is it? Derek Tan? Now, Mike Levin, he should hold on, I would assume, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I remember I was friends with I don't know who ran against him last time, but Marriott, and I was friends with that guy on Twitter and Instagram, and it was actually kind of close, but we lost that race.
Yeah,
I don't know who's running against. Who's running against Levin this time? Is it the same
Gunderson. Guy? Matt Gunderson.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, me neither. Now, there could be an upset alert in California 47th. Katie Porter's old seat. Listen, Scott Bowers, I think, is cooking right now. Last time I heard, he's winning.
I hope he does. Maybe the switcheroo will help the Democrats, though.
That's a thing with a district like Katie Porter's. But the problem is, for starters, Dave Min's a shit candidate. He's the one that has the DUI, and then he pissed off the...
Oh, yeah. I remember.
There's a lot of shit about the guy.
Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. I think Bao could win. I would say it's a toss-up, though.
The thing with Bauer's, it's still a D+11 district. I don't know. But yeah, people are making a good argument that if it was against Biden, I think Bauer would win. But now you got Harris on the top of the ticket. That does help Democrats by a couple points in California. Not by 15, but 2 or 3. So it's one of those things where
for sure.
I think it's leaning Democrat right now, but I hope Al can win. The Eternals apparently look good for her, or him, excuse me. But we just gotta see what happens. I still have some big questions about that. But if he actually wins,
here's a take of mine. I don't really think it's that hot of a take. It's just a fact. Incumbents in the House very rarely lose re-election. Whenever a seat flips, most of the time it's because someone retired. That's how, especially in presidential years.
yeah.
In midterms, you see more incumbents get defeated, but it's very unlikely that in presidential years,
But this is one of
incumbent.
This is a very weird presidential year because what happened in 22 is such a mess that there's a lot of candidates that...
All right, I'm back. I had dinner.
Welcome back, Tyrone. But yeah, no, 2022 is such a mess that I think a bunch of candidates that should have never won, they won, and they're screwed this cycle. That's my take.
Especially the New
I think
York
on both sides to an extent.
delegation.
Like, I don't think Despacito and
we'll get to New York in a second. I got a hot take with New York.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that soon. All right. California, we did that. Colorado, we got 2 competitive seats.
Yes, the third and
The eighth.
the eighth.
Oh yeah, Bobert's old seat is staying red, and then the blue one's gonna go blue by quite a bit.
Yeah, I agree. That seems about
That's
right.
what I have. Like Bobert, yeah, he won the primary.
This district's weird though. It's like suburban, but isn't it right trending?
Yeah, it's like one of those
it's
weird
like,
districts where it's like the only district trending right in Colorado by
No,
some
it's funny to me how they managed to make a district in suburban Denver that's right trending.
I think it's because like there's a
hilarious.
bunch of Hispanics in the district.
That's what I
The Red Tech Engineer for 5. When you get to Ohio, I would like to point out that state Dems are pouring millions into Ohio 11th and Ohio 13th in particular. Really? We'll get to Ohio soon. But yeah, I agree. Third should hold on. I think with Lauren Boebert retiring, that killed Adam Frisk's only, like, chance of winning. Because he was running on being the anti-Boebert candidate. Now you're going to get like a Normie Khan and, what's this guy's name? Jeff Frisk? Whatever. Jeff Hurd. Jeffrey Turd. The guy sucks, but...
He said turd.
Whatever. Connecticut, we're not even... Hayes going to hold on. I wish Logan would have won back in 2022, but lost by a point. All right, next, Florida. So we do got 2 seats we have to talk about, the 23rd and the 9th. We're not, listen, I'm not talking about Luna's seat. These people got to touch grass. Like, some people actually believe that Luna's going to lose. Did you guys see that? There's that poll out that had Luna down in her district.
I don't know.
As the morning Compulse poll that was just conducted.
Oh
shows,
God, do we got to talk about that?
Is gonna suck.
Listen,
Yeah, Florida poll.
All right, let me pull it up. So for those that don't know, and I don't think Tubbs or Tyrone knows about this, Morning Consult released a Trump +2 in Florida.
No, I do know about it. A friend of mine told me about it.
They have it at the same margin as Arizona.
You can't make this up. Like, Trump +2 in Florida.
I don't know if y'all saw, but Biden threatened to veto the funding bill if it passes because it's got the SAFE Act in it. Biden is now threatening to shut the government down.
Hold on. What people are saying? Look at Trump's Twitter. What happened?
Hold on, I'm looking right now.
DJ Aftershock for 2. Thoughts of the British Columbia province election. I didn't hear anything about it.
Absolutely nothing happened.
Oh, nothing ever happens.
Oh. He
retweeted Melania.
He retweeted his wife's book promotion.
Yeah. Morning Compost is claiming Trump's going to win Florida by 2. What a pile of crap. These same pollsters every cycle. I guarantee you Trump's going to win Florida by more than 2. Unless something crazy happens. You know, like, what would cause Trump to win Florida by 2? Anything?
If they imported like the entire population of Haiti, maybe. I don't even think that. Wait, how many people live in Haiti? Would that be enough?
I don't think so.
No, it would. If they imported all 11.58 million Haitians, it probably would. That's about the only way, though.
11.5 million Haitians are attacking the Lincoln Memorial right now.
And 11.5 million Asians?
Haitians.
I know. That was haha.
Ha funny. Okay, Darren Soto.
Oh, by the way, Tubbs, I'll let you know when I head up there tomorrow. So you have a
Yeah, keep it.
easier.
Darren,
For those who don't know, I'm meeting Tubbs tomorrow.
Hopefully, if things go to plan.
People were saying Trump tweeted Harris could be replaced. I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, I don't see that either. Maybe it's on Truth
He's not
Social.
gonna get replaced, guys.
I'm not seeing anything like that. All fake news.
No,
again,
what's
If they
gonna happen?
replaced her, if they replaced her, they would just lose credibility as a party because it would just all it
How
would
would
show
replace
people is
her?
that every time. Yeah, all it would show them is every time their candidate would like remotely slip in the polls, they just like throw them
But
out.
wait, so you're telling me they're allowed to kick RFK off the ballot in Michigan, but you can't make this up. Oh, it's beautiful. Napoleon the Great for 5. I worked for Tom Keene in New Jersey. 7th, his opponent Sue Oldman is a communist and his Eternals show him winning. Yeah, I think Tom Keene wins, but we'll get to New Jersey soon. Florida 9th, I think Soto holds on, though he could be in trouble soon. That district is trending right. Same thing with 23rd, that bozo. Or yeah, they should be Democrat. Excuse me, not Republican. What the hell? There you go. Yep, they're Democrat. But yeah, they could be closer, but that's about it. Illinois 17th. Sorensen's gonna win. Next. Okay, Indiana, same thing. Iowa. Will Zach Nunn hold on? That's the question.
He will not. I don't know. Maybe he will.
You are not
No,
the
he
father.
will. You will. Yeah. Zach
Yeah,
Nunn's gonna
hold
win.
on. These are states that we can kind of glance over a little bit, because, yeah. Ooh, this one's actually... This is to be very competitive. Maine 2nd. This might be the closest race of the night. Maine 2nd might be the closest race of the election. At least the House level. What do you guys think?
Jared Golden's gonna win by 30 points. I'm kidding. I don't know. Probably Tilty.
I think
I'd put it
Golden's
Tilty
going
for
to
now.
lose.
Just keep it safe. Put it Tilty for now, because you don't want to underestimate Jared Golden.
Yeah, the thing with Golden is, for starters, I think Theoholt's a great candidate. I think he's running a good campaign. He's making it about guns. That's what you're supposed to do Maine 2nd.
He's a great candidate, but Jared Golden is an institution. You got to remember that.
That's the thing, but at the same time, this isn't a presidential year, and Jared Golden, he kind of screwed himself with the... Yeah. American Nerd for 6. Break from ABC. Harvey Weinstein has been rushed to the hospital for emergency heart surgery. Hope he goes to HE double hockey stick. Yeah, I don't feel bad for him whatsoever.
You should not wish your opponents to go to hell.
I never said
if you
that.
were a
It's
sincere
Harvey
Christian.
Weinstein,
That's what
dude.
the first. It's Harvey Weinstein, yes, but you shouldn't wish people go to hell. That's
I
what the
never
fucking
did,
Bible
bro.
says. I didn't say you did. The comment you read off did,
DJ for shock
dumbass.
for 2. You seen the Coders fundraising numbers? No, I didn't. But yeah, Maine 2nd. It's one of those districts where, on one hand, I could see Golden being the favorite because he's been there for a while. He's well liked. But at the same time, Theoholt's a strong candidate. He's running a good campaign. He knows what he's doing, and Trump's on the ballot. And if Trump is really doing way better in Maine, like I expect him to, I mean, how much can Golden outperform Harris to win? Seriously, like how much could he realistically? No, I mean,
Wasn't there that one poll that had like Harris winning Maine by like 30? But it was like she was winning the second. No, it wasn't 30. She was winning the second district by 2, and then Trump had like massively narrowed the first.
Yeah.
It was like Maine polling just sucks this time around. So,
but it's one of those things. I do think Trump's gonna do better in Maine. I think Kamala Harris has no appeal in Maine whatsoever.
Well, yeah, he's gonna do better than 2020 for sure. I think Biden kind of peaked there, but will he do? I don't think it's going to be like 2016, though. I think it's going to be like maybe D+5, something like that.
I'm going to say right now, Golden is the slight favorite, just to be safe.
Yeah, just put it Tilty for now.
But
we'll see. Maybe things
winning.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Tilty.
The main reason I don't want it is because he's actually distancing himself from like the National Democrats. That's the only reason I'm not
That's the thing, like,
saying...
and I swear, if he actually backs Trump or something, I'm going to laugh, but... We just gotta see. Hamster Eater for 5. A couple nitpicks. California 9th should be lean Democratic. California 47th is a solid toss-up. Republicans won the jungle primary in both seats. Also, Ashley Hinson is... Oh, thank you. Thanks for the super chat. All right, Maryland 6 with Neil Perot. What was that, Tyrone?
Nothing.
Maryland 6 with Neil Parrott. Or how do you say his last name? Perot?
Likely D.
Now, there was an internal leak that had him winning. Now, I don't think that's the case, but does Hogan have an impact here?
I don't think there's going to be the Hogan effect either, so it's likely to.
I mean, it's one of those things where if Chuck Schumer's now spending money here, by the way, they got reported that he's spending money in Maryland. So
Well, yeah, because Angela, like, her ads are everywhere, like, on My Thing, begging for money. So, like, their internals must not be going good.
So I think Trone's a favorite, but if Hogan's really winning outright, again, that's not gonna make Democrats lose this district, but we just gotta wait and see on that one.
Imagine telling us in 2022 that, like, Hogan would be the one of these liberal, like, Northeast Republicans who'd actually throw his hat in the ring for Senate. Like, he was the one who stepped up and finally did it.
That's true. All right.
I hope Hogan wins, just because it would be really funny if Hogan wins and Hogan Kyle wins in Virginia. It would be really funny if we win the Senate races and the Rust Belt in like Maryland or Pennsylvania, but we lose Arizona. That would be so fucking funny.
I would die if that happened. Okay,
no,
Michigan.
It would be such a
Go on.
I was gonna say it'd be such a cursed map though if like Maryland has a Republican senator, but both Pennsylvania seats are Democrats.
All right, Michigan. I think Michigan 10th. John James is gonna hold on. The guy is gonna win.
Oh yeah, James is definitely winning. Like, you know,
but,
especially in a presidential year.
Now this is where I think the House will come down to races like Michigan 7th, Michigan 8th. The good news for Republicans is both the incumbents and Dan Kildee and Slotkin, they're retired. Or in Slotkin's case, she's running for the U.S. Senate. I think if Republicans win one of these two seats, they got the House. And I think they actually got a better chance in Slotkin's old seat. I really believe that. For starters, it's more Republican. And there's been internals leaked that show Tom Barrett's doing very good there. Now, Paul Young in Michigan 8th, I've heard he's, like, pulling, like, within the margin of error. But my take is Republicans win one of these two. You can intertwine it, but I think it's Michigan 7th that goes first, and then Michigan 8th. But I think Michigan 8th goes Democrat still. You guys agree? Like, we win one of the seats? Or do Democrats
I think we'll win Kildee's seat since he's retiring, but I think Slotkin's seat will nearly hold
I think
Democrat.
Slotkin's seat flips, because I saw that Eternal that had Barrett winning by like 6. Which I know, you know, it's an Eternal.
I thought Barrett was running in Kildee's seat.
No, Barrett's in Slotkin's.
Oh, I don't know. Was he in Kildee's last time, or am I just mixing that up?
Who freaking knows? I think he was in Slotkin's seat. All right. There's nothing Minnesota. Ooh, Nebraska. Don Bacon, ladies and gentlemen,
is going to win by 3 or 4 points. Nothing ever happens.
Nothing ever happens. I think Don Bacon is the favorite. You know,
how do you think Trump does in Nebraska second? By the way,
I think he loses it, but he loses it by like he lost it in 2020 by what was it, 6.5. I would guess it's probably by like 4 or 5. I would say maybe it could get worse. I guess. I mean, does it get worse for Trump? That's actually a better question. Does it get worse than 2020 in Nebraska?
Dylan Youngkin's at a rally in Chatham today. Neat.
But no, I'm being serious. Like, does Trump do worse than Nebraska second?
No, I think he'll do roughly the same.
If that's the case, I think Don Bacon barely wins. But if Trump does a couple points worse, that might be a problem for Bacon, because at some point,
I mean, I want Bacon to lose, to be entirely clear.
Bacon sucks, but Don Bacon definitely loses. I'm from Omaha. Well, I think Bacon, he barely holds on, but 22 or 26 he's done, especially in a blue wave. He's toast. He's gonna get absolutely crushed in a blue wave. Like, at this point, the fact he survived that all in 22 is a miracle, but it's Don Bacon. Now we get Nevada. Remember, this is the same state that had Amati losing, or was it Mark Amati? Yeah, that poll that had him down or something crazy like that, or 32%.
I don't know.
Tubbs, what was that Amati's seat? Nevada.
Okay,
second?
there was this poll by like some local Nevada newspaper. I think it was the Nevada Post, but don't quote me on that. and it had it had Harris up by like 5 or 6 in Nevada, and you're like, oh, this is a pretty good poll for her. Then you look into, and I know you're not supposed to do this, but then you look into the regional, like district-wide crosstabs, and it has Modi losing the Reno district, the rural Reno district, which he usually wins by 20, and it has Trump losing it too. And it's like, and you read this and you're like, this is bullshit. There's no evidence. I mean, there is like this kind of independent candidate that's running against Modi, so he could do a few points worse. Probably does, but he's not going to lose that district. That's just bullshit. He's kind of he's not an institution, but he's a very popular candidate, and he just always wins by luck.
When it comes to like his district outside of Reno, what part of it's trending Democrat?
None. It's all like incredibly rural.
It's like
Republican.
deep red. It's like R+80. Most of the rest of the district. So that's what I'm saying. This poll is complete horseshit, and that's why I think that the polls are gonna be off in Nevada by a little bit. When you have polls like that showing Mark Amati losing, like, yeah, no, that's not happening. But as for the other 3 House seats, do we pick one of them off?
Oh, hey,
welcome back, Rotex.
Yeah, I'm back. What's up? What did I miss?
We are in Nevada
Welcome back.
right now.
Nevada. Oh, y'all went slow. All right.
Do we flip anything here?
I don't think so yet, but it wouldn't surprise me. Let me go check on what the map looks like on the stream.
I'm gonna say no, but I'm not following Nevada politics like I was in 2022.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I am starting to get a little more weary about our chances at winning the state, but and the presidential.
What has Ralston been saying? Because that guy is actually pretty accurate. Like, say what you want about him, but he was the only one who called 2022 right. What?
Wasserman said that he would rather be Trump right now.
Yeah, but Ralston is the Nevada expert.
Yeah, I was talking about Nevada.
Oh. Well, Ralston, I think he said Trump's the favorite there right now.
Yeah, but that's been a while, I think.
I don't know. But yeah, I think with all 3 seats, we could win one of them, but I think right now they all hold.
I think they all hold down.
Yeah, I agree.
For the time being. I will say, I think they'll hold them for now, but I can 100% see at least one of them flipping by the time the election comes. We just gotta wait. It just needs to, yeah.
All right.
It's just got to remain in the oven.
New Jersey, Tom Keene's winning next. Don't even look at that. It's just obvious. New Mexico. Big question, does Harold pull it off? Like she did back in 2020?
I don't think so. No.
I think since the ballot one will be a bit, I guess, at least slightly more Democratic friendly, I would say no.
No.
You know, it's one of those things where.
Right. Oh, I guess actually, wait, no, I don't think Roswell's or Hobbs or any of those like really conservative wider cities are in the 2nd district.
No, they gerrymandered it. By the way, switch to the party of democracy, everyone.
Who else gerrymandered shit? J.D. Vance gerrymandered Ohio.
That's real.
That's true. Gerrymandering is when Republicans win.
A glitch EV for 2. Don't support John Lee. He's disgusting. Yeah, there's been some sus stuff about him, but it's still unconfirmed.
Is it the guy running in Nevada who was accused of things?
Very bad things, which I cannot confirm. So
what happened?
We're not Tyrone. You're shutting your mouth.
Can someone like type it out in text chat? Not on YouTube. I mean, like in the Discord.
All right. Vasquez I think holds on, but it could be a lot closer. I think it's one of those seats where in New Mexico, is Trump doing like 5 points better in the state? That should be the better question. Because if he is...
I could see Harold winning that, because it seems like last time she didn't campaign a lot, because it kind of caught her off guard that she lost, you know? Like, I don't think she really expected to be in that close of a race, and then she ended up being in one.
Yeah, I agree. But I think Vasquez currently is a favorite, and then we go to...
Yeah, I'd say that.
New York. The state that's going to decide the House. I don't care what you say. Whoever does the best in New York, you're winning the House. There's no other way to put it.
My reading on it, Despacito narrowly loses, Lawler wins, Molinaro wins, and Williams loses. That's my take.
All right, let's go in order. What?
Despacito could probably win, though, but we'll see. That's a toss-up district.
All right, Tom Suozzi, New York 3rd, the Democrats.
He's winning.
Yeah, he's winning. He's an institution. That dude is like a 52% from Numbers USA, or at least he did like a month ago. I don't know what's going on with him, but
Anthony
Yeah,
Despacito.
I think what's his name? The Swazi.
Swazi, yeah. He's gonna hold
Yeah,
on,
he
I
won.
think.
He's likely Democrat. Maybe. Yeah, he's gonna win easily.
But what about
Yes,
Despacito?
Despacito is actually in the bluest district of these swing districts.
But oddly enough, I think he has a chance.
He has a
Wait,
chance. I don't think
his
he's going
district
to
was
win.
like
But
Biden plus 16, wasn't it?
Biden plus 14.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, it's kind of teetering to be like being way too Democrat. But the thing we have to account for is this is Long Island. If Trump is, which I'm not saying he's against Zeldin margins, but if he's doing like 5,
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like Harris plus 8 or so, the district.
and that might be more doable for Despacito. Hell, I mean, the New York Republicans. You guys hear about this? They're about to win they're about to win an abortion referendum.
To be fair, it didn't include like trans and something with migrants
I know, but
or
like,
something.
I find it funny that the New York Republican Party is going to possibly be the first party to win a referendum on abortion. You can't make this
Yeah, but
up.
if it was a single issue abortion referendum, it'd win by a lot. It's just because there's so much other stuff in it. Yeah,
I know, but it's funny to think that we can't win in Missouri or Kansas, but we can win in New York.
we can win in New York.
Unbelievable. All right, the red
welcome back, earliest 20th century coalitions.
That's real. The red tech engineer for 2, Ohio. Ohio 7th flips. Ohio 13th flips red.
We'll get to Ohio.
Flips. Yeah, we'll get to Ohio soon. But New York 4th, that's a tricky one for me. I don't know.
I'm going Democrat right now, but
Democrat
we'll see.
for now. Michael Lawler's winning. He's going against possibly the shittiest candidate of the cycle in Jones. The guy is a shitty campaigner. He's flip-flopped on everything. I don't get it. Why did Democrats pick him? Why?
Who are you talking about? Who's
Michael Lawler. He's gonna win.
Oh yeah, he's running against like Mondaire Jones.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna win.
Why did they pick him? Why?
I have no idea.
Because
not
he's black.
even. Probably,
Basically.
yeah.
But that's just pathetic. The guy's
Also,
a
the
shit
DS.
campaigner.
Also, I think there's a
What?
DSA has a pretty decent grip on that area, even though they're unpopular.
Yeah, I think Lawler's gonna hold on there for a while. He is threading the needle perfectly. Like, I don't think he's gonna win by 15 points or whatever.
If he doesn't lose next year, he's probably in that seat forever.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hold on for as long as he wants it. I think he fits that district like a glove. I mean, hell, he's navigated abortion perfectly. What?
Like a glove.
All right, New York 18th. Pat Ryan's holding on. Next, Mark Molinaro. I think it's one of those districts he's gonna hold on. He's not gonna win by like 15, but
aside from first and second of the battleground districts, it's the reddest one.
yeah, I don't see how Molinaro loses. Now, Brandon Williams, I think, is cooked. He was a sacrificial lamb in all this with redistricting. He was the one that got like the shit district, but good for him. He's a shit guy. He's a scumbag. He says some dumb stuff. Good for him. He gets stuck with that district. Good luck. Try winning that seat. Surely he can, right? Surely Brandon Williams can win that district, right?
No.
No,
If it's a good night, then maybe, but
he's not gonna win. Even in a good night, I think he's done. But I guess it's possible he can win. All right, North Carolina. Oh, that's Don Davis. I think Don Davis is done. What do you guys think?
yeah,
I think
probably.
it's a toss-up. I don't really know. I wouldn't say he's done. I think it's going to be very close.
I do not trust the North Carolina polling. I don't care what people say. That's horseshit. The Harris plus 3. We're doing this crap again. I don't believe that one bit. So, and just look at trends in North Carolina. First, ignoring the fact that the polling in North Carolina is probably off by quite a bit. Don Davis is in one of the most Republican trending parts of the state. That district's shifting heavy to the right. And right now, it's a Biden plus 2 seat? I don't see how he holds on. I really don't. The only way he can hold on is if there's like a big scandal or black turnout's like just absolutely crazy. It's through the roof it's better than Obama 2012 or something crazy like that, then okay, I could see Don Davis winning. But right now, I don't know. Highly doubt it. Highly, highly, highly doubt it. Okay, now we get to the one state that everyone's talking about, Ohio.
Grizzlies to get it in Ohio.
Now, people are saying talk about Max Miller's seats, which, by the way, screw Max Miller. But for those that don't know, there is an independent running in Ohio 7th. It is it Kucinich? Is that his name?
Kucinich.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, he's a former Democrat. He's a blue dog Democrat. He's an actual, like, somewhat decent Democrat on the issues. And
he was the congressman for that seat, I believe.
He was there forever. For like 30 years or whatever. He was part of RFK's campaign for a little bit. I think he was a campaign manager, if I'm not mistaken.
And now he supports Trump.
Yeah, so Kucinich is running as a third-party candidate in Ohio 7th. And I think Max Miller holds on, but he's a shit congressman. Like, the guy's going after Christians for being, you know... Did he say, like...
That's the one district in the country I probably wouldn't vote Republican if I lived in. I would vote for...
Did he say something about, like, Christians, like, you can't say Christ is king or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, and I think he had...
his wife got someone fired from... Yeah, his wife got someone fired, too, from, I think it was Ohio Right for Life.
Because they said they were too pro-life or some shit like that.
No, they celebrated Easter, so it was something stupid.
Right. Yeah, it's some dumb stuff like that, but that's Max Miller. That's Max Miller in a nutshell. And now he's divorcing his wife. It's a very bad divorce. Hey, if you're a voter in Ohio 7th, Kucinich might not be a bad pick. He might not be.
If Trump is actually gonna, like, if Kucinich is the next of those Democrats to back Trump, if Trump's just gonna, like, switch and endorse Kucinich.
Pretty sure Kucinich has already endorsed Trump.
I don't think he has, but I think he will.
No, he hasn't. But, like, when RFK said that more Dems were gonna, and I'm assuming Kucinich is probably gonna eventually.
Yeah, we know obviously it was Tulsi Gabbard. I'm guessing it's Kucinich also. It's probably gonna be who's in our blue dog Dem we could think of? An actual one, not
they're not blue. The funny thing is none of them are blue dogs. They're all like.
Well,
here's the funny thing. It's like Kucinich used to be like the leader of like the left wing in Congress, and like so was Tulsi Gabbard.
That's a funny thing. He was an actual liberal on the issues.
Like, yeah, here's the thing. Like, it's a misconception because all those blue dog types are still backing Trump. Like, all the moderate Democrat types. No, it's like the more principled, like, old progressives who are kind of switching over and backing Trump.
They're realizing that, wait a minute, Trump, we agree on Trump on stuff like freedom of speech and being anti-war and stuff.
Yeah.
Fighting against shit.
Yeah, the blue dogs are just frauds. Like, they literally switched their entire positions. They used to be, like, economically populist, progressive, and socially conservative. Now they're just economic neoliberals and social liberals. That's all they are. So they just switch. Like, they don't have principles.
Yeah, they're not actual blue dogs. Who's the most conservative guy? Jared Golden? That's your most conservative option. I'll give you credit. He was good on guns. Keyword was.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't trust you to be like a conservative Democratic caucus when your leader is literally, when your leader's seat is literally in Honolulu, you know? Like,
wait, what?
Eddie Case, he might not be the leader anymore. Now it's Perez. It used to be Ed Case, though, up until Perez.
Give me a break.
Yeah, it's like an aesthetic. They like pretend to be moderate, but none of them actually are. It's like
the last moderate one was Lipinski, I think, and Peterson.
No, Lipinski was anti-abortion. He was a partisan Dem on everything else.
I know, but like you could argue he was Kylie's conservative in one thing, actually conservative, and then you got Peterson.
Yeah, now they're just Democrats who like dislike the squad. That's pretty much
all they are. Like they're kind of like they're more like center right on like corporate taxes or something like that, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
DJ Aftershock for 2. Miller's wife is Bernie Moreno's daughter, FYI. Yeah, I know that. American Nerd for 5. Rap, I wish that Trump endorsed Dennis Kucinich for that race, as Max Miller is awful, even if Bernie Moreno is his father-in-law, and for an hour at least. Well, I think Max Miller might be in trouble. I heard there might be a big problem there. Because Kucinich, he's still a big name there. He's old, but he was there for a while. Like, he's a name. I just find it funny, though, like, the leader of, like, the left from 20 years ago, like you were saying, is now, like, considered, like, a moderate Democrat. Like, Kucinich is, like, a blue dog compared to these people. That's crazy to think.
Well, no, it's because like it went from like because everything became social. Like he used to be seen as very far left because it was economic, and he still is very left wing on economics.
yeah.
Like people like RFK, people like Gabbard are very left wing on economics, but they're very socially moderate. I wouldn't say they're conservative, but they're moderate. But
Yeah,
them being but them being moderate on the social issues makes them be
Far
disliked in the
right.
party. Yeah.
But Tyrone, what were you saying?
I wasn't saying anything.
I thought you were. But
No.
yeah, that's the thing with like Kucinich and others. Like, yeah, they're left wing in economics, but in stuff like freedom of speech and other social issues, they're at least you could deal with them. Yeah, like I would support that over Max Miller, who attacks Christians. It's like, why is this guy representing a freaking Republican? Why? But all right. As for Ohio, I think Capito's gonna hold on. She's gonna be there forever. She's gonna die in that district, I think. Right?
Yeah, she is. Yeah,
But
she's a religion.
as for Ohio 13th, I think it comes down to what Trump does in the state. If he's up by 15 points, I think Sykes is done. But right now, I'm gonna say Democrat. Let's see here. Hamster Eater for 5. Max Miller's a very unintelligent person who he should know better than to divorce his. Oh gosh. Somebody's gonna end up at the bottom of Lake Erie. Oh, no, don't say that. Thanks for the super chat. Trump can establish a true.
Investigated?
No, I don't know. Trump can establish a true coalition government. Yeah, I find it funny that of all like the presidents to be in office the last 20 years, it's gonna be probably Trump that forms a coalition government.
No, dude. Harris is the big tent. She's got the Dick Cheney endorsement, dude.
But no, isn't it just ironic though that of all the presidents, Bush, Obama, Biden, Clinton, even it's gonna be Trump that forms a coalition government, a former Democrat. You can't make this up. You can't make this up whatsoever. But that's a Democrat Party in a nutshell now.
Watch Harris win and put Dick Cheney in the cabinet.
Oh, which by the way, I would not. I don't think that's a good idea.
She's gonna put Dick Cheney and Adam Kinzinger in her cabinet.
Why is their campaign celebrating that?
Because the Republicans, because they're
pro-democracy
Republicans.
Like,
and now they're saying he's fighting fascists.
They wanted Dick Cheney like sent to the gulags like 20 years ago, but now they're celebrating his endorsement. Yeah, it's a joke. All right, war criminals for Harris. Basically, that's what it is. I mean, Dick Cheney, how many people did he kill indirectly?
That should be their new white dudes for Harris, just war criminals for Harris.
Yeah. No, I mean, dead serious. How many people died because of Dick Cheney and his like shit? Like hundreds of thousands?
At least. Actually, no. The guy who got shot didn't die. I was gonna say at least one, but no, he didn't die.
Indirectly. Directly, there's one. But all right.
Probably millions, at least in like Iraq.
The Middle East is a shit show now. It's like the guys.
Million? Hold on. Wait. Under Dick Cheney, millions must die?
No, that's not what whatever.
No, no way.
Saying, like, indirectly,
Dick Cheney is Jack.
His bullshit costed the death of millions of people, or hundreds of thousands, I should say, not millions. But all right.
No, it cost the life of millions of people because he also promoted gay marriage and abortion.
Okay, never mind that. I forgot about that. All right.
Isn't he like super socially conservative though?
He's like a neocon in that set. He's really a war hawk. That's the entire thing. All right, American Nerd for 5. Dick Cheney, the only guy to shoot a lawyer in the face and get away with it for Harris. Yeah, he literally shot a guy. All right, Oregon 5th. Is this the Raymer seat? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Does DeRaymer pull it off again?
My opinion, no, but it will be very close.
If it was against the progressive, I would say yes. But now she's going against the more moderate candidate. I don't know. On one hand, I think Trump's going to do better in Oregon. Because how much did he lose Oregon by in 2020? Let's see. By 16 points.
Yeah, pretty much everyone who's from Oregon who follows politics tells me it's going to shift right. So I don't know.
So if Trump's doing, let's say, like 2 points better, and let's just say that translates to the seats by 2 points or 2 or 3, a Biden plus 5 seats, or Harris plus 6 seat is not that big of a stretch of imagination to flip. Or at least win. That's a tricky one. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know.
I'm going to say Democrat for now, just because I want to wait and see for Oregon. But there's been polls where Trump's doing like 10 points better in the state.
Democrat with the asterisk is that it could change.
Yeah, I agree with that. Pennsylvania. Now, someone brought this up. Real Texas, can you bring up the... Yeah. So what's this you want me to look at?
Let me pull it up here. So Boston Nationalist sent me something here. So he's got I think he's got a friend that's on the ground in Pennsylvania. So he says that Bresnahan's looking good. He's getting a lot of help from college Republicans. Overall, running a great campaign. Although this friend apparently still thinks that Bresnahan's going to lose, but Boston Nationalist thinks he's going to win. And Pennsylvania's 7th. McKenzie's getting overshadowed. He's in a geographically disadvantaged district and has no college towns around. The thing keeping the race competitive is AFP giving him money, but as of now, he probably falls short.
I actually agree with this.
PA 17, Mercury is a great candidate, but the district is moving left too fast, so he loses but keeps it under 5. He's getting pretty good grassroots support.
So I'm going to say this. I agree that I think Susan Wild holds on, barely, but I do think she just barely holds on. But here's a problem for Cartwright, and Democrats are refusing to realize this, or they won't admit it. In 2024, Cartwright had his worst performance ever. He won by 2.5 points. That's pathetic for his standards. But not only that, he is in one of the most Republican trending parts, not just of Pennsylvania, but of the entire country. Northeastern Pennsylvania, which, by the way, in 2020, it shifted, what was it, like 5 points Democrat because of Joe? What was it, like 3 or 4 points because of Scranton and stuff?
Scranton Joe?
Yeah, it shifted fairly Democrat.
There is no more Scranton Joe, though.
Yeah, exactly. And I really believe you're going to see a 5 to 6 point shift in this region towards Trump. So you add up all this, Cartwright has to outperform Harris by like 10 points. In 2022, he outperformed Oz and others by like 3. If that, or not even that, like maybe 1. So I'm going to say Cartwright goes down. And I think Republicans have a good candidate there. Is it Brasheen? Is that how you say it? Bresnahan, yeah. I think he's running a good campaign, like he was saying. But we got to see what happens. I think Republicans will pull it off here. As for Wild State again, I think she holds on barely, but...
Fitzpatrick, I think, considering Bucks is now flipped to Republicans in terms of registration. Yeah,
I agree. Why do you guys think Wild holds on?
I just think she barely holds on because Republican candidate there, it's not that good. And I think just it's not as good as geographically as Cartwright's seat to win. That's my take.
Yeah,
that's where Allentown is.
That's the problem. If it wasn't for Allentown, yeah, it should be done. American Nerd for 10. Breaking. Mark Cuban and 87 other CEOs just announced they are all in for Kamala Harris, appraently. And keep calling the GOP as a party of corporate interest. These people are so hypocritical. Well, yeah. Why would you like praise that? Why would you make a big deal about that? You're the party of big corporations and CEOs? Why would you publicly celebrate that?
Kamala Wins account though, because the Kamala Wins account like made a post where they were like, Trump is the candidate of big business, and then one day later was like, the top 50 business leaders just endorsed Harris. So like, which one is it? Like, is that a bad thing? Or
what are they doing? Why would you publicly admit you're the party of big corporations? Why? That is the dumbest thing you could do, especially against someone like Trump. Like, why would you admit that? But these people are not necessarily smart. We all know that.
Well, no, it's all the Biden campaign people. That's the issue.
Yeah, and these dumbasses, they're openly praising it. They're accepting Dick Cheney's endorsement, Liz Cheney's endorsement, Adam Kinzinger, freaking the Mark Cuban. If you're a Democrat, you want to stay away from that, like, by 500 feet. You don't want to be anywhere near that. But that's the Democrat Party. They either don't care or they just not incompetent. Which one is it? Is it both?
I was gonna vote for Trump, but then I saw Mark Cuban endorsed Harris, so now I'm gonna have to vote for Harris.
Yeah, who's gonna change their vote because of Mark Cuban? Who?
I don't even care because the main Shark Tank guy endorsed Trump, the Canadian guy.
Yeah,
he's with.
So that argument doesn't even matter because the other guy endorsed Trump. So what's the point? Who cares what Mark Cuban says? Is there any like actual reason for why they're doing this?
They just want like celebrity endorsements to make themselves look credible. It's actually the CEO thing. It's because they want to make themselves look more credible, and it may
Which is
make
funny because in the past, every celebrity has easily lined up to endorse them, but this year they're having to like beg them, and like every time one endorses them, they have to celebrate it like it's the biggest deal.
Garrett Vanikar for 2. Did you see the McCormick versus Casey poll tied? I did see that. I still have doubts about that, but I think McCormick has a chance now. An actual chance of winning. I still think Casey's a favorite, but I don't know. I think
McCormick's running a really good campaign.
Is that odd? He might be the first Republican to self-fund his campaign properly. I can't think of anyone else.
I think
he can't think of anything else.
I think he might just pull it off, but we'll have to wait and see by election day.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Texas.
If he continues surging, he's gonna win. But go on.
But Texas 28th. What do you guys think about Cuellar? Does he hold on?
Nothing's really happened at all lately, so he's
Dude,
stuck.
it could come out that he's literally owned by like Russia or China, and he'd still win.
Like it did come out.
I think it's
Azerbaijan. So
yeah, it was Azerbaijan.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I don't think anyone down there can point to on a map. So
it's somewhere by
Russia.
Yeah,
close
enough. I mean, Azerbaijan is next to Russia, and it's
much about Azerbaijan, to be honest.
Azerbaijan is a Islamic country. It was part of the USSR. It's actually right next to Armenia. They're sort of like a West Asian people. They host an F1 race. That's how I know about them.
They are a West Asian people. Azerbaijani is another dialectic. It's another dialect of the
They're
same.
actually Caucasian, but not in the way of
Virginia. Kiggins, I think, holds on. That's kind of obvious, I would say. Especially if Trump's doing even 2 points better in Virginia. That's more than enough for Kiggins to win. But Trump's probably doing what?
Oh yeah, Kiggins is easily winning.
4 to 5 points better in Virginia? How much is Trump doing better?
Yeah, I think Trump will lose Virginia by like 5, maybe 4.
That's a
we'll
5
see.
to 6 point swing. So I think Kiggins holds on. The biggest swings are going to come from like Virginia Beach. So that's why she could probably win by a lot.
We need more polling in Virginia, I think. I think that they're because every once in a while a poll will come out, and every time it comes out, it shows as like D+4. But they should do more polling on it. I heard Harris was dumping money there, so it's got to be close.
From what I heard, even after Harris became the nominee, the Democrats they're kind of in a panic in Virginia for whatever reason. They're not doing good there whatsoever. Now they got to deal with like.
I think Youngkin's just cooking something.
Well, yeah.
honest.
Now they got to deal with like. Go on.
Yeah, I think once Trump's gone, it's going to become like a total toss-up again, to be honest. I think that Trump just like kind of turns off a lot of suburbanites, but I think once he's gone, you're going to generally see it become like a toss-up.
If Trump outright wins Virginia, it's I mean, can you imagine he just somehow wins Virginia?
I think he may have if Biden stayed the nominee.
Oh, I think it would have. I think it would have gotten that bad.
Yeah. That would have been so epic.
But if he gets
kind of mad, like I said, I'm kind of mad we didn't get to see because that would have been like an actual landslide.
Yeah, it would. I think it would have been like Obama 2008 level landslide.
Yeah, it would have.
And maybe even worse because it like each passing day, it was getting worse for Biden. He was losing money. People were bailing on him. Voter registration was a disaster, and everything was just going to shit.
Yet we're somehow doing better in the Senate now than we were back then.
Well, I think it's because these dumbasses, they tie themselves to Harris. Why would you do that?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's because the polarization and the race is getting actually a lot closer.
That's what I'm saying, but like part of it, I think, because these dumbasses, they're like campaigning with Harris. Remember, beforehand, everyone was avoiding Joe like the plague. They did not want to be seen by him. So, but now this one's a tricky one. Spanberger's old seat. Remember, she's retiring to run for governor. And it's Eugene Vindman, yes, that Vindman, versus Derek Anderson.
Yeah, the Dems ran a crappy candidate there, didn't they?
Yeah, that's the guy that he's the embodiment of resist liberals. He's the brother of the guy that testified against Trump during the impeachment stuff. The first one.
Oh, I see.
The phone call crap.
Yeah, I'm still gonna put it like lean D. I'd still put it lean D, but it's a
I agree.
potential flip. It's a sleeper.
Yeah,
It's a
with
sleeper.
Spanberger
Yeah, that's
gone.
like my number one sleeper, actually, this whole cycle. Just because of how bad Vindman is. It's not, I mean, Anderson's just a generic R. He's probably better than Vega, because he's not going to say stupid shit about abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vega was awful. I don't know why we decided
People
to
voted
run
for
her.
Vega because they found her attractive, and because I don't know if it was her race, but her looks probably played a role, but she was a dog
Look,
shit candidate.
it was the same thing with Levitt in New Hampshire. She should not have won that primary. Like she had she had no shot at winning that race, but everyone just voted for her because she was attractive in the primary.
Anyways,
There's
this
a lot of that.
This one's a bit tricky. Washington 3rd.
This is a pure toss-up. I mean, I think Ken can win. I have a friend who is sort of he's not a huge Trump guy who lives in the district. He was a huge Bootler supporter. He was on Twitter. I'm not going to say who it is, but if you remember him, you'll know him. So this guy tells me that he thinks Ken can win. The party is way more united behind him. Ken is running a much better campaign this time. That being said, I still don't know. Do you do toss-ups or tilts? Or
We just do either lean or safe. We might have to make this a toss-up. The thing I heard on the ground is Kent has no money, but for whatever reason he's doing way better this time around.
that's what I hear too.
I think Kent's gonna win barely, but I think
he
he's gonna
wins.
win.
I just have a
It's
gut
gonna be.
feeling that.
It's not gonna be called
It's
though
like-
for like a. Whoever wins though, it's not gonna be called for like a week after the election. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be.
Yeah.
It's one of those
I'm
things
gonna-
we don't know for fucking 2 months or something.
I'm just really cautious, so I'm gonna put it as lean D. But based off what my friend said, who lives in the district, yeah, it being lean R is not that shocking. You could say it's lean R.
All right,
Actually,
Wisconsin. Van Orden's winning. Don't give me this crap of Van Orden's gonna
He's
lose.
winning. He's not going to lose. People
that's
who
it.
think he's going to lose are dumb.
That's the map. We actually Republicans have 223 for Republicans. That's about right.
I put 225. What districts? I guess maybe there's something different in California. I don't know. Oh, in Colorado, I just realized. Yeah, what did you think of the Colorado safe? Because there's a whole thing going on there.
The what?
Colorado safe.
I think Democrats are favored there right now. Barely, but I do think they are.
That's the one in suburban Denver, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what was different. You have Maine and Colorado.
Maine, I don't know yet. Like Maine's the one state where I think Golden could go down. I agree with that. I think he can go down. But that's kind of
I
what
don't,
everyone.
I don't know what I mean. I don't know what the money gap is looking like, and that's
Theoholt's barnstorming the district, so that's one thing. But yeah, the thing for Democrats is this could get worse for them. It absolutely can, because if Harris has a bad debate performance, which by the way, tomorrow's debate night, we will be live.
I'm not gonna be here,
sad.
unfortunately.
I think 8:50 p.m. Eastern is when the stream starts or something. So we should.
If anyone here lives in the Dallas Fort Worth area, the Fort Worth Young Republicans will be hosting a streaming party at Camp David, Fort Worth tomorrow. Check out Jake Lloyd Cole Glazier's tweet for more information. If y'all want to see me potentially, I'll be there. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I will be at a watch party and phone bank at the Tarrant County GOP office.
From everything I can tell, we will be allowed to have video this time. They're not like CNN where they're saying, no, you can't use video. Apparently ABC is kind of cool on it. They're saying, yeah,
I would be present on the stream, so you guys will have to put up with me and Rob,
good.
or probably a few other people.
But
Not
yeah,
sure
I
who
think
else is
but
coming.
yeah, apparently we will be allowed to stream the video this time. That was why did CNN do that? That was dumb. Like they have threatened lawsuits and stuff.
Oh yeah, I streamed the debate last time and I didn't have any issues.
Yeah,
but I
but-
titled the stream like Fortnite Let's Play, so I guess that kind of helped it.
Well, no, I think what happened, they had so much backlash that they're like, okay, we're gonna back off from this.
I may or may not be on the stream. We'll see what happens.
But yeah, it will be at it's 8:50 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I might be a minute late or something, but I will be here for the stream. We're starting 10 minutes early, but I might be a minute late or something crazy. I don't think so, but just be wary that I might be a minute late or something crazy.
All right, chat. Y'all know what you gotta do if he's
Get
late.
your late American politics
That's
out
real.
of the way right now.
Yeah. But anyways, folks, I think we're going to end the stream here. I think it's going to be a very fascinating debate night tomorrow. Before I forget, what do you guys think should happen?
I
Do you want my conservative guess or do you want my wish cast?
Both.
Which is my educated wish cast, if you will. The educated guess. I think Trump is going to win. There will be a sizable amount of K-Hive people who will say Harris won, but I do think most people are going to agree Trump will quote unquote win. I am really, really hoping Harris is just as fucking bad as Trump, though, because from what we can tell, yeah, she's gonna be worse. I think she's gonna be worse than Biden personally, because her, from what I can tell, her debate prep until the other day was literally just, I'm going to cut Trump off and say, excuse me. Yeah, literally everything has, literally every sign has pointed, every fucking sign has pointed to it basically being Harris's team helping her beat her anxiety up to say, excuse me, Donald, I'm talking here, but now that they're going to mute the mics, I think she's not going to be as confused as Biden, but she's going to be as dysfunctional as Biden.
All it takes is for her to say one dumb word salad, and she's done.
I think Harris is going to be way too desperate to have a girl boss moment that she's probably just going to flop.
Yeah. Also, like, I'm gonna be honest. Generally speaking, if you have to debate an impersonator for like a week before the debate, you're probably not gonna do too well. And not
only that, they literally had the guy dress up like Trump and stuff. Like, what the hell? You can't make this up.
And even then, I think the impersonator was probably just like a caricature, like a stereotype of Trump.
Cartoonish version of Trump. That's why.
It was just like, we're gonna ban all abortions with Project 2025.
Yeah, I guarantee you, it was a shitty little caricature.
Apparently, it was one of her personal advisors. So probably
they'd also probably do nothing but talk about Project 2025.
Project 2025 is the greatest thing ever happened in this country.
We're gonna ban abortion.
We're gonna
ban abortion. We're gonna create an abortion ban registry, and we're gonna make sure all women are gone to prison if they have abortions and some fucking unhinged bullshit like that.
America to the Handmaid's Tale.
But no, it's one of those things where, what was their campaign thinking of? Oh yeah, we're gonna bank our entire debate strategy on a rule that doesn't exist. That's what they did. Why would you do that?
Imagine she just doesn't show up. No, I know that's not going to happen.
For those that don't know, her campaign, I actually had a video on this yesterday. Her campaign was prepping the entire time with the idea that they're going to have the mics unmuted. Even though they agreed to having the mics muted, they tried to force ABC News to change the rules, and they said, hell no, we're not.
Yeah, because again, they wanted the unspeaking rules.
That was stupid. Like, when
ABC's nowhere near as biased. I mean, don't get me wrong, ABC's still got a mild leftist bias, but ABC's probably going to be the closest thing you have to a relatively fair debate.
Well, I think they've realized...
The fact that mics are going to be muted, I mean, first off, is great, but the thing is, that's basically a massive missed opportunity for the Harris campaign to get a shitload of money, because they probably were going to have a whole bunch of merch and shirts, mugs, whatever prepared for that.
The second it happens, they launched the merch. That was going to happen. That was their
plan. No, I guarantee it would be like that.
No, it was like at the Democratic primary debate where, like, before she said it, they were already putting out shirts.
I remember that. I remember that.
So she had the I'm speaking remark prepared before that debate. That's actually the first time I've heard about that, to be honest with you. But yeah, that was obviously going to happen this time. And yeah, now that the mics are muted, that's a missed opportunity. That's money right there that they're not going to be raising.
American Nerd for 5. What time is the debate tomorrow? Also, how much do y'all want to bet the Harris will be wasted throughout the debate? She's been drunk. We all know she has a drinking problem.
And by the way, I actually do think that Harris will probably have. I think she's gonna. I still think she's gonna do an I'm speaking moment.
She'll try, but
I still think she's gonna have one. She's gonna probably do it like
subconsciously. She's accidentally gonna do it when it's muted, and then Trump needs to have a good reaction to it. That's what he's got to do.
This is the X factor of the debate that I don't think people are talking about. There's two things. One, the might and mutes help Trump. I've always said this. Muting the mic helps Trump because it forces him to shut his mouth.
100%, because it stops him from hurting himself.
Breaking news.
What?
The Calvin Coolidge Project has endorsed Sylvester Stallone's character from Tulsa King, White Man Freddy from Mayor of Tulsa.
Oh God.
Wait, hold on. I gotta look.
I think the debate. I think Harris is actually going to do very badly.
I
I
think
think Trump
apart.
not as bad as Biden though. Like nowhere.
Hudson Dean for 2. What if Kamala gets mad and storms out of mid-debate? I don't think it's gonna happen, but I think she's gonna have a big gaffe. She's gonna say something really dumb.
Oh, okay.
What's going to happen is
Interesting endorsement there, Calvin Coolidge Project. It's interesting.
The Calvin Coolidge Project.
wait, so he's endorsing a fictional character for mayor?
Well, because
He's encouraging people to write him in because.
Oh yeah, we choked that.
Yeah, remember Republicans got locked out of the race.
People don't talk about this enough, but the Oklahoma GOP, for such a red state, is a fucking incompetent political party. Like, they're really incompetent.
You, you know it's bad if you're in a safe red state and you almost lose the governorship 2 times in a row. You know, like
that's bad. But to be fair, you can argue there's a bunch of.
I think they just take the partisan lean of the state for granted. I mean, but by the way, Tulsa actually voted for Biden by like 6 points. The city of Tulsa, I mean, not the county. But and that's because there's a lot of black
Oklahoma City is a lot redder than Tulsa is, because Tulsa's got a large black population. I know.
Yeah, so I think
I actually realized Oklahoma City, despite the county being so close, Trump actually won Oklahoma City, the city.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, because
there's some suburbs that are
most
newer
of the city is like outside. The city is bigger than the county. It's this weird like. I don't know why it exists, but yeah, the city is bigger than the county. So the county is only like the downtown areas of the city, but the city goes in the neighboring counties. It's weird. So
But yeah, I think tomorrow's debate it's gonna end horribly for Harris. She's gonna say something really dumb. Because that's another thing, like, I think the X factor of the debate will be Trump's reactions when he's muted and Harris says something really dumb. Remember the first debate? Every time Biden was like just going off on a tangent, Trump's face was just hilarious. He's like,
the issue with Harris going into this debate, though, is that everyone pretty much has an opinion on Trump. Everyone knows what to think, but like Harris is going to be the one on the spot because a lot of Americans.
I don't know what he just said. I don't think he knows what he said either.
Well, that's the thing with like Harris. Like, people make a big deal, like, oh, why is the media making a big deal about Harris' debate performance? It's because this is the first time a lot of people are going to watch her on national TV. That's why she has high expectations.
And she's going to basically have her hand held by probably the moderator, who I think is actually a big supporter of her. Because, and again, this is the only debate she's doing.
It's gonna.
They're gonna open it up with Project 2025. I guarantee it. It's gonna.
Project 2025 is probably going to be fit at least a dozen times.
At the moment. Project 2025. How will you, Trump? Why do you want to ban abortion fully? You have 10 seconds to respond.
All right.
It's gonna be something like that.
It's like Smiling Friends.
I have a take. I actually think Harris. I think Harris, what she's going to do is she's going to try to mention Project 2025 in every single one of her answers.
Yeah, and I think it's going to flop because people are going to it's be like the lockbox of the gore. Remember
Just
that?
to be clear, Vice President Harris, do you or do not support the concerned citizens in the Martin tweet we just played?
Oh gosh.
It's so funny how they're making like their entire campaign around a project that Trump has denounced numerous times. Like, it'd be one thing if
he's lying.
Trump was just like. It'd be one thing though if Trump was just like dodging the issue and being like, I don't know about it, but he's repeatedly denounced it. You know, like it's not.
Yeah,
like...
he's not.
Well, the thing is that the Harris campaign, they're basically their only rebuttal is that he's lying. He actually supports it. And that's why they're still running away with it. But, by the way, what do y'all think of her issues page? Because she finally put it up.
I do got to get going, but before I forget, that issues page is pathetic.
Yeah, every single one of the issues has Project 2025 attached to it.
Yeah.
Seriously? What about Project 2026 and 2027?
That's what I'm wondering.
What about Project 2100?
What about Order 66?
By the way, I think Tyrone mentioned that tweet by Nightmare Vision about the Martin tweet or whatever. It would be really funny if Rufus, like, even though he's not going to do this, but it'd be really funny if on the debate stage they're asking about Martin and Rufus tweets. Like, what are your Mrs. Harris or Miss Harris?
What's your thoughts on Rufus?
What are your thoughts on Rufus's opinions on crime?
All right, but anyways,
what
folks.
What are your guys' thoughts on Atlanta? What is happening in Atlanta?
Okay. Rap has to go. Quit stalling.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways,
I
folks,
apologize.
no, it's fine. I do got to get going. I'm sorry. I would keep the stream going a little bit longer, but I do got to get going. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video,
Tomorrow.
yeah, we'll be live tomorrow at 8:50 p.m. Eastern, I believe. I could be wrong. All right. So we'll see you guys in the next stream, video, wherever you